Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for stopping by the warehouse. My name's Chase. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the Easton Mako Shoulder Pad. Now, this pad here is the premier pad in the Mako line, so you should expect to be getting some great protection and some great mobility out of this pad here. Now, the whole ideology behind the Mako line is that natural movement equals mobility. The way Easton maximized movement and mobility in these shoulder pads here is that they used a conic design in the shoulder area. Now, conic design is somewhat of a cylinder or a round shape, and that mimics the ball and joint socket here so that they can match up and you can be unrestricted throughout any type of movement that you need. They also went ahead and tried to use a highly contoured design so it feels like a second skin is what Easton calls it. Basically, around all your curves, you're getting a really tight fit so that you almost forget that it's even there. Easton used something that no other shoulder pad on the market is using. This is their front frame closure system, and to take it off, you just pop open the Velcro, and to tighten it, you just do the same. Now, it's really easy to get on and off. That's a cool feature, but the most important beneficial part about this is that it gives you a really tight wrap around your ribs using these rib guards too. Now, as far as the protection goes, especially in the sternum, you can see this big piece of HD foam. This foam absorbs a lot of energy, so when you get hit there, the impact is really going to be dampened, and you're going to get some high level of protection there. Now, surrounding the HD foam all the way in here, this is going to be a medium density, fully perforated foam. It's adding a good amount of protection, but it also gives you some good mobility and some good breathability in there as well. And behind it, the second layer that we opened up and looked at, it's going to have a really big chunk of the medium density foam too, all fully perforated. And when you combine these two together, the layering effect of the medium density foam with the HD foam provides a really good level of protection. It's going to absorb some very impactful blows. Now, at the bottom, they have a removable belly guard that you just peel the Velcro off and you're good to go, and you can stick it back under there really easy as well. So now moving into the clavicle guard, this is a really high density foam which is segmented into two pieces. This allows them to move within each other without causing any disturbance, and the foam that they use, the high density foam, is very energy absorbent, so you're going to get a high level of protection in your clavicle area as well. And then at the bottom of the clavicle guard, you can see the shoulder cap is sewn in right below it. The shoulder cap has a really good fit to it. It wraps from the front all the way to the back. I really like the shape of it. It's very similar to the RS's shape. There's no plastic inserts in it, so it's certified, and it has 5 layers of foams, and the stiffer ones are right dead in the middle. On the inside here, it's pretty fairly soft too, so it gives you some good comfort even though your shoulder doesn't necessarily rest on it. Now, while I have this up, you can see that this is an adjustable bicep guard. So you just peel off the Velcro and you can adjust it to whatever height you like. And it's also segmented too. As you can see how there's these 3 pieces. This one isn't, the bottom one isn't adjustable, but it has a little bit of flex to it. This is really great feature because it allows them to all move independently of one another, and once again, not hindering your natural movement. Now, looking at the bottommost one, this has a plastic insert in it, which is a really great feature because you can take a pretty gnarly slash to your upper bicep, which will get you pretty good. And another good feature on that lower bicep guard, as I spin it around, is going to be this Neoprene Strap. And best part about it is that it holds the bicep guard in place a little bit better than what just the safety or the fitting strap does, but also it adds a good comfort aspect too, because it separates your skin from this strap, and it has a good feel to it and eliminates any pinch you might get as well. And as we see here, as I have this up, you can see this rib guard too. This is it's a pretty thin medium density foam. So you're going to get a pretty good level of protection for slashes. It has an adjustability feature here. As you can see, as I pull on it, you just pull on it a little bit. It gives you a little bit tighter wrap. I really like that feature because as you do both sides, it gives you a really secure and good hold front to back, really tightening in and contouring this pad to your body. Now as I continue moving around, continuing with the rib guard, as I lift it up, you can see this Lycra material here. This connects both rib guards to the back plate. And the best part about it is that it lets it move independently of one another, again, just like the segmented bicep guard. So you're going to be getting a lot of good mobility out of this. You're not going to be hindered in any of your movements. So now, finishing up with the back piece, this essentially uses the same materials that we saw in the front. So all the way down the middle here, all of these pieces are going to be a super high density foam. It's going to provide a lot of great spinal protection and any other blows you might get here. You can see all the segments it has. So any way you move, any way you stride, it's going to move with you. It's not going to hold you up, and you're going to feel really mobile and free. And then on the side here, you can really see the perforated medium density foams as well. So overall, with this new radical design that Easton came out with, I think looks, performance, protection, I think they did a really good job all across the board. It's a great looking pad. We saw all the high density foams that they included in this to provide a really good level of protection, and the mobility is what they were after, and I think they did a really good job on the mobility because you really get a lot of movement as you're skating, swinging, taking a shot, etc., etc. So I think they really did a good job with these, and I'm excited to see how this line progresses. So that was a look at the Easton Mako Shoulder Pads. For even more information, be sure to check us out at inlineandicewarehouse.com.